Look at all the souvenirs of Maradona, even though he won the Scudetto probably about 40 years ago.
You wanna get away, you better get in line. Won't go another day of wasting any time. I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter.
Previously on Andiamo in Campania, we visited the Aragon Castle in Ischia and had a great day trip in Procida. We also checked out a few movie locations of the talented Mr. Ripley. After the day trip to Procida, we returned to Forio and we decided to have dinner again at Ristorante Thomas Alvaretto. We ended up ordering the same stuff as our dinner 2 days ago, which was all shown in episode 1. I did get a new dessert this time though.
Right, so my dessert is a pistachio kind of cake with a bit of chocolate on top of it. I wasn't quite sure what it is, but let me try and see what it is like. Wow, it's so good.
After dinner, we strolled back to our hotel. The next morning, day 4, we decided to spend our last day on Ischia Island at Sant'Angelo.
After a 25 minutes bus ride from Forio, we arrived at Sant'Angelo.
Sant'Angelo is a small village at the southern coast of Ischia. It's built next to a giant rock with a small strip of beach that joins the two parts of the town. The water is crystal clear. There are shops, restaurants and cafes that allow you to watch the boats in the small marina and take in the views across the Tyrrhenian Sea.
So having been up there to see the view, we're now going to take a little taxi boat to go to the Fumarole.
The fumaroles are supposedly hot vapors caused by the underground volcanic activity that hit the sand of the beach, so the sand there is very hot and dry. When I decided to do this water taxi to the fumaroles, I hadn't really thought everything through. It soon became quite obvious that if we wanted to disembark from the boat and go onto the beach, we would have to take our shoes off and waddle through the water. Additionally, to return to Sant'Angelo, we had to somehow hail one of these water taxis passing through. I wasn't sure our command of Italian would be good enough to achieve that.
Just got the boat straight back because otherwise we'll have to get our feet wet by going into the water. Not quite prepared for that today. Now back to Sant'Angelo. So just had lunch at this place. The carbonara was okay, but they really overcharged the Coke Zero I ordered. It was €6. The name of the restaurant is Pirates Restaurant. Maybe that's why it's so expensive. Anyway, it's time to leave Sant'Angelo now.
We took the bus back to Forio, got our luggage back, and then it's time to take the Ali Lauro hydrofoil back to Naples. So the hydrofoil took us back to Naples. We settled ourselves in the hotel and then we rushed out to the area Santa Lucia to see the sunset. The Santa Lucia district of Naples, with the historic Castel dell'Ovo, is one of the most attractive areas of Naples.
So this is Castel dell'Ovo, the 8th castle. In the evening sun, the bridge is looking absolutely magnificent.
The song Santa Lucia originated here and celebrates the picturesque waterfront district Borgo Santa Lucia in the invitation of a boatman to take a turn in his boat to better enjoy the cool of the evening. The Santa Lucia area, and particularly the Castel del Lovo, is one of the 3 best places to see sunsets in Naples. We'll do the other 2 in a future episode. From here, you can see the sun setting into the sea and Posillipo's promontory with Vesuvius in the background.
So just the Vesuvius being sunlit by the sunset sun in front of the Bay of Naples.
Seeing the sunset here is a nice way to end the day. For tomorrow, day 5, the plan is to do a little bit of sightseeing in Naples before picking up a rental car from Avis in Naples Garibaldi train station around 3 p.m. for 72 hours of road trip. But first, let's explore the historical city center of Naples. This morning, we'll visit the Porcella area. Fans of the Italian TV series Gomorrah would recognize this mural of Saint Gennaro. In season 3, when they introduced the Blue Blood group, there were many scenes in which they would be riding their motorcycles in Porcella and riding past this mural. San Gennaro is the patron saint of Naples. They are still crazy about Diego Maradona.
Look at all the souvenirs of Maradona. Even though he won the Scudetto probably about 40 years ago.
Next, we visit the Duomo, the main cathedrals of Naples. Outside, the neo-Gothic facade suggests a relatively new cathedral, but that's because the facade was only added in the late 19th century. As soon as you step inside the cathedral, you immediately notice the golden coffer ceiling with lots of artwork. First built by Charles I of Anjou in 1272, it was consecrated in 1315, and it was then largely destroyed in the 1456 earthquake, with lots of rebuilding and renovations over the subsequent centuries.
This is the baptistry.
It's the oldest baptistry in Western Europe and is encrusted with fragments of glittering 4th century mosaics. On the right-hand side aisle, you can see the 17th century Cappella di San Gennaro, also known as the Chapel of the Treasury. The most sought-after artists of the period work on the chapel, creating one of Naples' greatest Baroque legacies. There are 2 highlights here. One is Giovanni Lanfranco's Dome fresco, and second is Giuseppe's de Ribera's painting, San Gennaro escaping the furnace unscathed. As we head down towards the crypt of San Gennaro, let me tell you about the miracle that is the annual liquefaction of his blood. The chapel houses a vial of the blood of San Gennaro, which is brought out 3 times a year on the first Saturday of May, on 19th of September and 16th of December, when the dried blood usually liquefies. If the blood fails to liquefy, then legend has it that disaster will befall Naples.
So another famous mural in the Porcella area is Madonna with a pistol. It's now protected by a glass window. It was a Banksy mural.
We continue to walk through the historic center of Naples, which is UNESCO Heritage listed. The area is full of character, and although it might look a bit scruffy, I felt totally safe walking through it. We then came across the Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore, where there is a very interesting exhibition called Spellbound. Spellbound is a majestic and monumental painting by Salvador Dali, created in 1945 for a film by Alfred Hitchcock. The exhibition is a combination of Dali's art and Hitchcock's cinematography.
Okay, so this room is about psychoanalysis.
And this is the spellbound painting.
This is the Surrealist Eyes. What have we got here? It's the Sublime Moment. Oh, this is the Thumb, which is the chess game homage to Marcel Duchamp. This is Space Elephant. Here we have a famous Dali's melted watch. This piece is called Profile of Time. So here we have Lady Godiva with butterflies. So here we have St. George and the Dragon. Dali transformed the traditional iconography of the legend of St. George in a symbolic and interpretive work. The saint is a brave knight in the shiny golden armor, represented in the act of inflicting the mortal blow on the dragon, protecting Princess Selena, who is by his side. Here are some smaller pieces. Triumphant Angel, Surrealist Piano, and Alice in Wonderland. This one is Chaise au Coulier. It's like a chair with spoons. It's quite interesting. Here we have Man with Butterfly. And here we have Vision of the Angel. It's the melted clock again. This is called Woman of Time. And here we have Snail and the Angel, followed by Dance of Time 2. So this has been a very fascinating Dali exhibition. I didn't really expect to see this here. I've been to many Dali exhibitions before in Figueres, in Catalonia, but this one combined with Alfred Hitchcock is a very interesting theme, and there are lots of sculpture that I just haven't seen before. Usually it's like paintings, but sculpture that's quite different. I really recommend this. It's €14, quite expensive, but it's well worth it. So it's interesting to note the exhibition is actually inside a church. It's a very good exhibition venue.
This is the Dali's famous Mae West Lips sofa. If you have been enjoying this video, please click the like button. And if you want to continue to follow this Campania travel series, please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification button so that you'll be notified of new episodes. And we are coming to the end of this episode. Thank you for watching this video. Next time, we'll continue to explore a bit more about Naples and its food scene before renting a car to visit the ruins at Herculaneum and Paestum. See you next time.